December 2015 for the first time, wanting, showing interest in you becoming head coach here. How quickly was it before you broached the idea of an indoor facility, something that would be?
I don't remember it. It could have been in the interview process. I don't know if it was that soon, but it was relatively soon. And there was a plan already beginning to take shape. Miami was already moving towards an indoor facility. So it wasn't like just all of a sudden I said, hey, we need, everybody knew it was needed. And it was, there were renditions, there were some drawings. The big change was incorporating the coaches' offices and the mezzanine level that is now suspended from the rooftop. That was the biggest thing, because I knew our football operations needed a facelift badly, and I knew we needed this. So I got two projects. Which one? I'm like, I gotta go for the indoor, And then, truly, like one morning about 2, 3 in the morning, I woke up and I'm like, maybe we can do them both at the same time, make it one project. And the thing that really I appreciate the most is, like James, allowing me to spend time with the architects and talk about exactly what we need, how we need it, and let us bounce ideas on how we can do it. And at first there was going to be support beams under the mezzanine, and there was going to kind of cantilever, they call it, going to hang off of that support beam underneath. And then somewhere along the way, the architect, I think it was the architect, came back and said, hey, we can suspend this thing for the rooftop. That big truss right there, that holds up all these beams, and it also has the strength to hold up the entire football coaches' offices and meeting room. So now all that space underneath is usable space by the offensive defensive line. That was like a eureka moment too. That was beautiful. And then the other thing is, as it was getting built, Carlos Padron, who's the superintendent of the project, I got to know him real good. So I was here 2, 3 times a day. And we would see things as it was progressing, and he'd say, Coach, you might want to consider this. Or, do you really want it this way, Coach? Or whatever it is. And we made a bunch of simple little changes that if you'd have just built the building and started living in it and said, hey, gosh, I wish we'd have done this or that. And I'm sure we missed something. But the fact that on a daily basis I had that relationship with Carlos to try to get it exactly right the first time. And that's the other thing, too. I want to make this real clear that we're not done with this project. We're practicing it. But we still got a lot of branding to do. We've got things to do in the offense. In the coaches' offices and the football operation area. We are not done fundraising for this project, is what I'm saying. We need at least $3 more million to make it the way it should be made. I always tell everybody, we got one chance to do it right. Let's do it right the first time. Let's not go, cheap on anything. Let's go first class on everything. And we have on every single thing we've done in this building, in this project, it's been first class. In order to finish it off right, we still need to fundraise about another $3 million.
And that would go toward what beyond? I know a video board was something Jesse Martin.
Yeah, the video board. We got branding all over this building. We have our football, every coach's office, every offensive and defensive team meeting room, the big team meeting room, our recruiting department, our video department, our GAs and QCs, everything that touches our program, our director of football and his assistant, all those things have got to be done. And also, you could build walls and you could build a building, but if you put cheap furniture in there and you put just white paint on the wall, it's not going to pop like it should. We want it to look awesome. And so it's the little things that maybe cost, even the lighting in the hallway and the way to honor our former players on all these position rooms, and just there's a lot of things to make it exactly the way it should be. We got a little ways to go.
Do you have a plan for sort of a practice schedule where what groups will be in here when, how many days a week you might be using this versus outside if the weather is good outside, that sort of thing?
Well, we did it today because we wanted to celebrate the building today. And we got a scrimmage tomorrow, and I didn't want to take a lot out of them. So that's why we're in here today. But, from now on, if we're out there and the horn blows, we're actually going through those double doors there to begin with. We're not ready to go into these here because of all the construction. But eventually those big doors will open up and bam, there we go. So we'll use it for sure. If the horn blows, we'll go directly in. Won't change cleats, won't do nothing. for the first time in my head coaching career, I don't have to worry about Plan B. That'll be the most. This was super fun, and I got a little emotional too when I first started. Just seeing Carol, loving it, and I mean, it was awesome. But when that horn blows and we go straight in here, it's going to be a big day too. So we're looking forward to that.
We've had a chance to catch up with some of the guys, but what was it like seeing their faces last night when you guys came in here for the first time?
And we got in last night to let them run around, change direction a little bit, because this turf is different. They got to get used to it before we just went full. I mean, I was thinking to myself, should I really go a full speed, full-blown practice? I know I got the right safety margins. I know we did everything right, but day one, should I be doing that? And because of that, I wanted them to at least get a little taste of it last night, so today wasn't totally brand new. And as we progressed from some kicking to ball security to individual we kind of progressed on them competing against each other. It was halfway through the practice before they really competed, and I think everything held up really good. We got to find some. We got some answers for those. Like we have just mats laying on there right now, but we're gonna have some are going to be getting built to fit perfectly in there and cover up that spot right there. I might not answer the question.
You also gave them a break yesterday with bowling. How important is it to just kind of build some of that in there when you're a day 10, day 11 of camp?
Yeah, somewhere along the line you give them a break, and they've been busting their tails. When a team is practicing the way they should practice, given the effort they're giving and competing the way they're competing, and just laying it on the line every day, it's easy to take one of those days off. But I knew before camp started, either yesterday or today was going to be a day off, because I didn't want to go 6 days in a row and the 6th day be my second scrimmage. So I knew one of those days was going to be a day like that, and it turned out to be Thursday because the timing of the indoor too helped us decide what to do.
A couple more guys.
Mark, it's sort of an intangible thing, but if you either look into, or had one of your staff members look into, the edge that you gain, obviously, by practicing in the heat, being well-conditioned over teams, not used to it, compared with the benefits of practicing in the air-conditioned cage. So what's the balance there?
Yeah, well, I think what it is, when we got to practice in the heat, we got to play in the heat, and we understand that. But when you're in a camp setting, you have 24 practices over a 3.5 week period. There really isn't a break, and every practice is like a Tuesday. It's a full fundamental practice, so it's like Tuesday. You know, you do 6 of those in a row, especially in the heat. You're depleting all their electrolytes and all that, so you grind really good for maybe 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is, and then on the next day, instead of taking the day off and go bowling, you get in the AC and you still get your work in. And then obviously we're going to need it when the horn blows, and then we'll use it for some of the, the big video board's going to be on the wall here in the next month or two. We'll use that for banquets, coaches' clinics, even practice. It'll be set up where we can run a play and then look at the replay, and I mean, it's going to be pretty special. And we'll have space over there to put tables and chairs and have banquet settings and clinic settings and things. Okay.
Great. Thank you, everybody.